Hello, and welcome to the Salesforce Center podcast by MassMailer, where we connect with Salesforce experts, customers, and innovators to talk about smarter, more effective email communication within Salesforce. I'm your host, 𝗟𝗓𝗧𝗦, co-founder of MassMailer. In this episode, I'll be joined by 𝗟𝗘𝗧 from RCCS, a healthcare nonprofit organization. 𝗟𝗘𝗧 will outline their journey with MassMailer for Salesforce and discuss how it has helped their organization to transform from manual email communication to automated processes. Let us dive right in.
My company, the organization I work for, we basically walk oncology patients through their journey from the moment they're diagnosed and they usually don't know where to turn and what to do. And through that, all their needs, whatever those might be, if they need a second opinion or medical advice or just a listening ear, or sometimes it's financial assistance, sometimes it's a connection with a doctor, connections that we've already established, and we can help incoming patients with those connections. My role in the organization is we use Salesforce. That's how we keep all our cases organized. And I am the Salesforce administrator. At this point, we already have more Salesforce administrators. So I would probably say that I'm the Salesforce lead, the Salesforce project lead. I've been doing this for, I guess, almost 15 years now. So I've watched this organization grow internationally, from a small, just kind of undertaking to a very, very big organization that supports a very, very large community. So when we started using MassMailer, in the beginning, it was just sending out a few emails here and there to patients. And then we started realizing that we were just sending the same things over and over again, and eventually many times a day. So this became something it became obvious that we needed a solution that can handle a very large caseload. We tried to use Salesforce Campaign. Specifically, we needed something a bit more advanced because we wanted to be able to use formula fields to calculate which is the primary contact for this patient. And some patients, let's say some patients are minors, or some patients only want us to contact a spouse, and some people want us to only contact them, and some people don't want us to. It's complicated when you're dealing with HIPAA, when you're dealing with sending out medical information, or just sometimes people have a very specific preference as to who they want us to contact. So we realized that we have to keep this information in custom fields, in formula fields, and we needed a way to access these email addresses. We needed a stronger solution than just the native Salesforce campaigns.
Okay. And so when you say that you're actually helping the patients as well as the service providers, how is it happening? Like what kind of information that you're sending, and how is it really beneficial for them?
Sure. Okay. So it really varies. There are many teams that use MassMailer at this point. We started MassMailer specifically for a certain team that needed to send out, let's say, mass approvals. They were going through a couple cases a week, approving them financially, and then sending out the approval letters to these patients that they qualified for the grant.
Right.
So we started out with MassMailer on the financial team, and very quickly we started using MassMailer on more of, like, I would say, what we call care management or patient management, meaning sometimes there's different programs that are run either before holidays or just, let's say, before the school year begins. We have a project to send out, school supplies or gifts or, all kinds of that happen. We want to send out all patients in a certain state can join this program. So we started using the MassMailer for that team too. And here and there, we use it can't think of anything right now, but we've used it for more and more and more, cases than just financials and care management. It's been a helpful tool.
Okay. And do you actually use this frequently, meaning every month you have campaigns running for various purposes?
I would say every week. The financial team uses it once a week, and we have 2 grants that are going out once a week. And then we have the care management, like I said, that I would say uses it on average once a month.
Okay. And the financial team, is it mainly for donations, or what is the business objective for financial team?
Right. So, yeah, sure. So patients send in applications
Yeah.
when they qualify for certain financial grants, we send them an email. You have qualified from this date to this date. So at this point, it's a pretty streamlined process that we can actually mass mail these letters out. You have qualified, and they can all get them at the same time. We don't have to go in and send them one at a time.
Okay. So these are basically the grants that they've applied, and you're sending them the approval notice or the results basically for the grant application.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And that happens pretty much every week, yeah?
Pretty much every week.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
every week.
Every week. Okay. And how do you really onboard them? Does MassMailer help you in that process as well when it comes to communication, meaning when somebody contacts you for a
Right.
I mean, how do you really deal
No,
with that communication?
MassMailer, we're not using it at that point, no.
Okay. It's mainly manual or some other channel through which you're actually
We have another
coordinating
channel.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Okay. This is mainly meant for the mass communication that you're doing for both financial grant application as well as the care management.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. And before MassMailer, what were you actually using?
I don't know if we had a very strong solution for this. Possible. I think we were using the native Salesforce mail merge, but again, that was one at a time. I think at some point we were using a different solution. It's been a while, but I think specifically for these two actual uses, we probably did not have a good solution. Like we did not have anything that we were using successfully to send mass emails out in the way we wanted to do it. But like I specified before, we needed to utilize a custom field for the email addresses. If we would have used just a standard field, then I think that would have made things simpler, but we needed a little bit more of a robust solution.
Okay. So do you actually have or capture multiple email addresses for the patients? So you're emailing on multiple email addresses then, yeah?
Depends. Different scenarios but yes, sometimes we're emailing multiple email addresses for the same patient.
Yeah. If you were to pick say top 3, favorite features of MassMailer, what would that be?
Sure. So first of all, the ability to have that flexibility in choosing which field the email address actually sits in that's major. Secondly, I would say the ability to custom make a template within the wizard is really good. I particularly use it often when we have to send out for the care management team. They have specific flyers that organizations are sending us to send out to our patients. So that it's great for me to be able to upload these flyers into the actual email template that will go out. And I'm able to also upload it as email body and attach to the email. So that's nice. And I would say the third is the ability to choose who the email is coming from and who the email will go back to, because if I'm sending out the mass email just because I'm helping whoever it is, these emails have nothing to do with me. So I don't want to get back any responses. I want the team members who I'm just assisting, I want them to actually get the responses. So it's great. I'm able to put in the email address it should look like it's coming from. I'm able to put in who the responses should go to. And I would say, those are my 3 favorite.
Wonderful. And any success metrics that you can share, whether it is performance-wise or overall process improvement-wise, anything that you can share?
Yeah, sure. So recently I was trying to create a flow that would actually mass send an email. I had a very complicated scenario. And after working on this flow for a very long time, I realized that this is something that MassMailer could actually do. And it would have caused us a major headache and lots of time just to implement this natively within the Salesforce, whatever the toolbox Salesforce can offer. And then realizing that I could do that within MassMailer was a game changer.
Wonderful. And you being a nonprofit organization in the healthcare industry, what would you really say to other organizations, maybe in the same industry? Any final thoughts or final feedback or comments?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm very grateful and impressed with the level of customer support. And that's very important to us to be able to know there's always someone to turn to if something goes wrong. I don't remember how long ago this was, but I remember we had a very large campaign and we ran out of jobs for that month. I remember I emailed your support team, and within a couple hours, they were able to up my limit for that month. And that was very important to us because we needed those extra emails to go out. Impressed and grateful for the amount of upgrades MassMailer has gone through, has gotten over the years, it's getting better. So that's great.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. Thank you so much once again. Have a great week ahead. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You too. All right. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Salesforce Center podcast by MassMailer. We truly appreciate your time and interest. If you'd like to learn more about how MassMailer can help you simplify and supercharge your email outreach in Salesforce, visit us at massmailer.io or give us a call at 1-800-297-0991 or send us an email at hello@massmailer.io. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, I'm 𝗟𝗧𝗧 and we'll meet you again in the next episode of the Salesforce Center. Take care.